Welcome to the arcade, everybody. We're back in Derail Valley, and we've got a long trip today. And we've got a long train. Whoops, wrong one. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cars. And it is headed up to Iron Mine West, which is all the way up there in the corner of the map. So we're going to be traversing pretty much all this way. So it is going to be a long trip. Looking forward to it. So yeah, let's get started with it. Let's double check our cars. 319. And 708. Perfect. We will get the track set later. Or maybe sooner. Who knows? Alright. Let's get you throwing it forward. Let's get the brake off. Brake off. Let's get moving. Maybe we'll get moving. Pretty sure all the air brakes are off. No, it is showing that we still have showing that we have a brake light on. Could have sworn I already turned the one off back here. That one is off. So what brake is on? I don't understand which brake is on. Really? That one? When now did that one come on? I'm dumbfounded because I have no idea when that got turned off. Anyway, what are we looking for? B2I. Go to the right. Go to the right. Right. Left. Perfect. All right. Now, if we do come in from this side. Left, right. Perfect. So yeah, we got a long way to go. Got a little over an hour and a half to get there, so I don't think it's gonna be an issue because, you know, I don't like my episodes being that long. Let's go ahead and turn on the interior lights for right now. Definitely need the dash lights on. I mean, it's early morning. You can see it's almost 6 o'clock in the morning, so. Harbor in Town did not have one of the boxes that I wanted, so it is what it is. We'll deal without it for right now. Hopefully we don't derail anything in the process, you know. The problem's going to be like getting out of harbor here, okay? The front part of the train is going to be through that, and we're going to need to start accelerating. But the back train is not, part of the train is not going to be through this. And we can't technically start accelerating until the back part of the train is through this. Now, can I even see the back part of the train? I can. Okay, cool. So I'm actually going to watch. When that back part of the train is like halfway through the turn, I'm going to start accelerating. Because it'll take a little bit for the train to actually start accelerating to the point where that would derail. And there we go. Now this load is only 440 ton, so it should not be an issue for this train. Going up hills, down hills, whatever. It should all be good for this train. This D6 definitely opened up a whole new world for us. I seen that 7 with a 7 with a 1.5 uphill. Speed or not. All my points should be set. And in actuality, we've almost got enough money to do up another locomotive. Probably will do up another locomotive once we have the money. It doesn't take long to get the money. driving this thing. Making anywhere from 40 to 60,000 per run is nothing now. And I know once you get the military contracts, oh, that's like one run. I heard is like anywhere from 500,000 to $1 million. You know. I've seen a lot of people be like, just save up for the military contracts first. It's like, yeah, but you know, why would I want to cheat myself out of all this, you know? The grind. Look how much of this game you miss if you just, when you get to this point, you know? Trying to run 2 DE2s at the same time. Now, I was told by somebody that they run a DE6 and a DE4 behind it. And they use the DE4 for shunting when they get into harbors and stuff. And I'm like, you know, that actually might not be a bad idea. So I think the next locomotive that we might do up is the DE4, and we will run it with this. Now the problem is that means I've got 2 locomotives that I gotta fix up each time. Now he also did say that he doesn't necessarily run the DE4, he leaves it turned off. It just uses it as another train car, so we could always do that as well. I don't even know where am I? I don't know what I have coming ahead. I can't see around this turn. I've got a 60 left, okay. That goes into an uphill. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead and get some speed going here. Should have never slowed down that much, but I just couldn't see what was coming ahead. That is the one bad thing about the DE6, is you cannot see. But yeah, I am very interested in the DE4, or the DH4. I've never driven it. I don't even know how to start it. But I do believe that is the next one that we are going to take down and get fixed up. If I can remember where it's at, because I don't remember where it's at. I know I've seen it somewhere. But that doesn't really help, does it? Am I going downhill? Can't tell. No, looks like I'm on a straight, okay. So we can kick that up one notch. Still just conserving fuel, just giving it a little extra, you know. Yeah, I honestly don't think crossing one side of the map to the other takes an hour. It's just a matter of you just gotta keep moving, you know, and try not to derail. Yeah, running this 1d6 is comparable to running 2 D2s. I'm paying around 4,000 with the 2 D2s. It was anywhere from 2,000 to 8,000, so it's definitely comparable. Now running this in a DH4, which, I mean, theoretically, I guess I should get into more shunting. The problem with shunting is trying to figure out where they need to go at the end. Like at the beginning, you know, you can go ahead and you have time because you have all the paperwork. You can take your time, dig out all the parts that you need, you know, get them all lined up, get them over to the track where they're either being loaded or unloaded. And then you take the job, you unload them, and then you've got to try to figure out where they go after that. And that is where the hard part of shunting comes in. I guess it's not as bad if you have the remote, which having a DH4 with the remote, you know, that's not a bad thing. Alright, we are coming up to some turns. So we're going to have to start watching speed signs because turns mean slowing down. So here comes the first one. That is a 50 uphill. All right. We were already doing 50, so. Now we're going into a 70 now. That down. Oh yeah, we can definitely kick it off and just coast for a little bit. Now all I'm doing there is I'm putting the air brake up one notch. One notch doesn't do anything. The second notch is what actually engages it, so this is kind of like a kind of like putting it into a stage type thing, you know? I don't really know how to explain it. I just know it doesn't really do anything until you hit the next brake or hit notch 2. I'm thinking, what, City West will be about halfway point, so. Going into a 50, so we've got to slow her down a little bit. That's going into a 40. Need to keep bringing her down. Now, I've never played with the dynamic brake on the train in this game, but I have in like Train Sim World. I'm wondering if the dynamic brake actually works. But honestly, there's no real hills to play around with it on, except for maybe Harbor Town. It's an 80 right before we get to a split, and this split up here I believe is going to be a 30-20 or 30-30. Might be a 30-40. Nope, it is a 30-30, just as I thought. Get her down to 30. Go ahead and coast through it. Just give it slight throttle. Let's give it a little more throttle. I mean, we gotta watch because the back of the train is still coming through that area. Looks like it might be through the 30, so we can actually go ahead and give it a little more. The thing of it is, we're coming up on City West now, so we're going to be bumping back down to 30 here in a minute anyway. So yeah, this is very misleading because this is showing 90 to the right, but City West is right there, and then it goes to a 60 almost immediately. But we're coming up on City West. See, here it's still showing 60. There's a 30 right on the other side of these trees. So it is so deceiving and misleading. I mean, right now I have the brakes on and I'm slowing down. And see, here again it shows a 50 with a 30 right there. So misleading. We just lost all momentum. Wonder if we're not going up a hill. I was too busy watching the back of the train. I mean, this thing should be able to handle it. Oh yeah, no problem. And this should actually be a pretty fairly straight. So we should be able to build steam. Or build speed, I should say, not steam. Now, one of the other things we gotta watch on this trip is there is no maintenance shed at the iron mine. So whatever fuel we have there and oil is what we have to leave there. So we've got to remember that. We've got to keep that in mind when we get there, you know, that what we have is what we have to get back to wherever we end up going. And we got to hope that that place has a maintenance shed. So we can get it repaired, get it fueled up, take care of the equipment. That is a 60, okay. We are going into a 60 downhill, that's okay. I'm assuming that we were just on an uphill. Not sure. We're going into an uphill. Oh, we must be going there by the coal plant. We are. Give her a couple more notches. An outside view of going past the coal plant. I mean, look at that. That is a really cool looking I didn't even realize there was a bridge there. Huh. Never don't really look at from the outside view that often. Now we're coming up on Machine Factory. Hopefully I have the point set right to go through it. Hopefully. If not, this could be a bad day. Just flipping through, looking at the maps, making sure, just double checking myself on some things, you know. So good, we're going straight through the passenger line, which is what I wanted. The reason I always pick to go through the passenger lines is because I know they're always empty. This yard here isn't always empty. Downhill coming out of here. That's funny. Oh, this is a major downhill. Okay. And see, the thing of it is, once we get up and around here, or through this T junction, this is a major uphill to get up into here. It is a bitch to get up in through there, but it is doable. I think 70 is a bit much through here. Need to start slowing down. We need to start slowing down a lot. That was scary. nicely, actually. I didn't realize it was just one way. I thought it split. Okay. So now we've got to watch, because this is going to go into an uphill. And it's going to be a pretty steep uphill, if I remember correctly. So now there it's showing 40 up. Only a 0.9 up though, so we'll let the hill actually slow us down to 40. And then we'll start applying throttle to keep us right around the 40 mark. Pretty sure I just seen a sign inside this tunnel, but I couldn't read it. Wait, really? I was wrong. Perfect. Alright, we are going to go ahead and shut this off. Because I am going to park here for a while. Throw this on. And we run through here and bang. Beautiful. $88,000. Ever have one of those sneezes that just don't want to come out? Yeah, that was me just now. That's why I stopped talking. It's like, I gotta sneeze, no. Alright. So I'm wondering what we have, because I can't run backwards. Iron Mine west to City south. That's going the opposite direction. Is there a place to turn? I think there is. There is a place over here. And I can repair it here. Oh, this does have a repair station. Sweet. Okay, alright. So yeah, I can repair and refuel and everything here. That's good. Are there any trains here? Or I should say demonstrator locomotives. They're not trains. They're demonstrator locomotives. But I don't see any here. Okay. So I'm wondering what kind of jobs we have. What are we looking at here? Ooh, there's a 39,000 to... Oh, but look at the weight. Ooh. It's a lot of weight. I might have to put the slug on for that kind of weight. think we might have to put the slug on. But if we put the slug on, we should be able to take this one and this one. But I wasn't impressed with the slug the last time I ran it. But I don't know. We shall see. We shall definitely see. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day, everybody.